if it's just a 4-point lead.
That's huge.
It's huge, right?
You have to have almost a complete collapse.
And there we're seeing e4, e5 played, bishop c4 from Levon. Levon is one of those who really wants to be chasing him down.
And the bishop's opening, bishop c4, is a kind of indication, okay, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but f2, f4, because you haven't committed your knight on g1 early, it means that you're thinking about the move f4.
Well, whoa. Queen f3.
Queen f3. What is this? This is a completely unexpected approach by Levon. He told us that there's a secret training that he's been doing.
Yes.
And Queen f3.
Well, the bishop promptly gets kicked back and is in danger of being trapped, so that's why a3 was played. And I'm looking at the name of this particular variation in the bishop's open.
Okay,
the
troll me.
Spielmann attack.
Rudolf Spielmann?
Yes.
Okay. So he was really one of the great tacticians in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and he would complain that he saw all of Alekhine's or Ilyushin's combinations, but he couldn't get them on the board himself. He says, I can play this combative chess. I just can't get the darn positions. Knight e2 to g3 to f5, and somehow Levon is working his magic. The queen is actually very, very well placed in this case. You don't want to capture this knight, and after queen takes f3, this bishop on b3 would have been dominant. So we're seeing Fabi capture, and Fabi has had to leave this knight on this beautiful square f5.
And now comes the bishop, setting up a pin.
This is beginning to get a little bit uncomfortable, and maybe it's time to go rook e6 and queen f8 just to...
Rook e6 played.
Yep, just to keep things under wraps. Eventually, we have to move our king.
Yeah,
Here
castles.
we go, castles.
I did wonder whether maybe the king would live in the center. For as long as it could get away with it.
Exactly. Well,
knight to f8.
Knight to f8.
Okay, what happens next? How to continue the attack?
Right.
Given a question mark.
The knight on c3 is not, well, I want to play d4. I want to play d3, d4, but I'm thinking that I should play knight e2 in order to play for d3, d4.
I wondered whether there was any b4 ideas on the board. Decoying the queen. Anyway,
bishop
wasn't chosen.
Is
h6.
Under questioning the bishop with the move bishop
Where are you
h6.
going to go?
Probably to e3.
Are you going to maintain the pin? Because it somehow feels that the bishop
Well,
could
I can't, though. There. G7 works. It
But
simply
it
works.
wasn't spawned, yeah, so knight to e2 instead. But okay, this one still feels like white
For choice.
is for choice. There's pressure against e4.
Well, I'm thinking the pressure against G7, looking at that X-ray of the diagonal, and clock times again.
Ooh, critical. 15 seconds for Fabiano, 24 seconds for Levon. Knight takes e4. Coolly calculated that you can grab material.
Can you grab material? So I take on G7. There's a check on C1. There's knight to D2 and
Is that
knight
old
F1.
chestnut?
What's that?
Knight d2 and knight f1. We saw that before. We saw Fabi do that against Wesley So, and it induced panic. And there you see queen c7 check.
G3.
Material is equal.
Ooh, knight to G4. Time to centralize the queen. Queen to D4.
Yeah.
D5.
Queen f5.
Put your faith in.
But the knights are so crafty. And look, queen c6, knight f3.
Whoa! Why did he?
Oh my god!
Why did he allow knight to come to F3? I thought he was going to go knight to D5.
Isn't there like
Queen F5?
b4?
B4. What?
3 seconds. Queen takes f7. Surely there's some
What is
discovered
going
checks.
on? Queen to D5. He blundered a piece. No, he's getting it back. No, he should have. No.
He's not.
He's not getting it back. Fabi has done it again.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
And yeah, you can see the shake of the head from Levon.
Oh my gosh.
It's all about those final seconds.
It truly is.
You just have to keep calm. The most difficult thing in the world.
And the night, yeah.
And there we
that's
see
good enough.
handshake. Fabiano
Wow.
ends the day with a win. Wow.
Miracle